Yo, 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 what it do, man? This shit got Mill, man, and we live, man. We live out here having fun, man. We back running around these ATL streets, Metro Atlanta streets, and having our blast and enjoying ourselves, man. We back at it, man. Back at it, baby. Hope y'all having a great day, man. But y'all know, like me, I ain't gonna hold you long. We finna jump right into it. Cause what? We don't waste time. We do what? We think in the box, outside the box, around the box, under the box, above the box. Because what is the box? The box is our world. We use whatever we can to be successful and make it happen the legit, right, legal way. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to jump into it tonight, man. I got a special guest. Oh man, y'all ever? How many of y'all out there before I even talk say who it is? What we're gonna bring on? How many of y'all like poly relationships? You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all really into that? You know, I need me 2 women, maybe 3 women. Some might say 4 women, but we gonna keep it average right now. How many of y'all want that 2 women? Y'all into that poly relationship? Now on top of that, those that say they are into it, does it work for you? Meaning, is the relationship happy? Or is it just a moment of lust until it hit the fan? Which one is it? You know, I want to hear from different people's opinion in the comments. So while y'all coming up with y'all comments on it, we gonna chop it up with Mo. Mo, who actually lived and been in a poly relationship and Mo had told me some stories. I met this young lady, man, when I was at Walmart. Walmart is like my stomping grounds of meeting people, man. This real life with me, man. And she came up and like, look, I want to get on a podcast. I got a story to tell. I'm like, what you got to talk about? She's like, man, I was in a poly relationship and XYZ, ZYX, ABC. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're gonna talk about this. This will be a good topic to talk about, man. So we're gonna talk with Mo. We finna hear more about Mo's story and learn about Miss Mo and jump into this and get a inside look of a pilot relationship, man. So let's do it, baby. Where we at here? There we go. Yo, 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 what's good, Miss Mo?
Hey,
You Gucci, you Gucci?
yeah, I'm eating for two, so I gotta make sure I'm eating what I'm supposed to.
Well, well, let's say this first off. Congratulations on the baby.
Thank you.
Is this your first baby? Second baby?
So technically, this is my third. I have a 14-year-old, and I lost
Oh,
one in 2024.
so 14-year-old lost a
Mhm.
baby in 24, and now you have this newborn that's on the way.
Yes, at
So
I'm turning
I'm just
34, so
34.
I
What made you decide to wait 14 years to start over?
no, 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 no. I wasn't even thinking about starting over. I'm gonna just put it out there. Having a kid right now in this economy was like the last thing on my mind. So this, honestly, this happened out of nowhere, and I felt like because I lost somebody
So we ain't
very.
gonna say it happened out of nowhere now.
I know how it happened, but this been a whole year. We've been, doing our thing, and it happened at the end of the year. But I was
Got
gonna say I had lost somebody close to me, and I believe in, reincarnation. Like when you lose one person in your family, a baby's born. And that year, no one was pregnant at all. Well, people was already pregnant, but like when my godmom died, ain't nobody else was pregnant. So for me to be pregnant, it was like I was shocked, and I didn't even know I was pregnant the whole time. Like I was outside, like I was never home. And the week I found out, like I my job had a Christmas party, and I was getting lit. I was playing all the drunken games. Like
oh
I was trying. The only thing I didn't get to try was the cut water. But I
Lord,
had Don Julio, the Hennessy. I was going crazy.
Lord, Lord,
And then
Okay, I'm with it. I'm with it. Well,
a
we're gonna
couple
take it.
days later, uh so us women, we have the Flow app, the period tracker. My thing pop up, it was like 5 days late. I was like, 5 days late. I mean, let me check. And then I had took a pregnancy test, but it was negative. So I threw it in the trash can. It didn't make it in the trash can. So the next day, I went to go pick it up and throw it in the trash can. And I seen a light fainted line. And I was like, what the F is this? And it
So the
scared me.
test that you had took the previous day didn't actually show the results until the next day.
Yeah, well, I guess it did, but when I looked at it, it was negative. So I was like, oh, well, my period's coming. Maybe it's like off a little. Maybe I was stressing or whatever. So I just thought it would have came on. And lo and behold, the whole time, all of November to, I guess, November, December, I was pregnant. Didn't even know it.
Dang, dang. We're
And
gonna
then,
pray
like,
that
by
you
the
don't
time I found out, because at that time, he was in jail. So I had to tell him why he was in jail.
Okay, okay. And let me ask you, Mo, you got a
How
little more light in
terrible
your
that
you got a
was.
little bit you got a little bit more light in your car?
Um,
All right, that'll work. We'll work. We're
this
gonna make it
good.
work. We're gonna make it work.
You need me to open the back?
All right, that's
Cause
cool. That's better.
my
That's better.
family, they nosy. I'm just
No,
trying to
that's
be
good right
discreet.
there. That's good. That's
Okay.
good. You
Okay.
leave that on. Yeah, perfect.
Hmm.
So we're gonna pray that you're gonna have healthy pregnancy and that the baby is good. Do you know what you're having, a boy or girl?
I'm having a girl.
Okay, congratulations on the new
Yeah.
girl.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
that's dope.
Pregnancy is very sacred, and this is, you know, for me, it's very, spiritual. I know a lot of people don't tell people they pregnant because what could happen, but I'm a firm believer in God, and it's just like, I my baby's meant to be here for a purpose. My baby's here for a purpose. So it's just like,
I agree.
I want to be like in the right mind space.
Okay, I agree with that. I do agree with
Hmm.
you on that. So now, Mo, let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Hmm. Let
So,
me start. The whole
oh
light
man,
turned off.
you disappeared on me.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Miss Mo. So now I met Mo, ladies and gentlemen. Like I say, I met her at Walmart today. And this young lady seen my truck and she seen that we have the podcast. And this young lady came up to me and said, I got a story to tell. She said, I got a story to tell. So I'm wiping my face. I don't know who this is. And she get to talking. And she caught my attention. I said, okay, let's tell this story. Let's get to talking. So what we talking about, like I asked y'all at the beginning, how many of y'all men, my men, and even women, because some women like it too, they fantasize about it, but how many of y'all, to my men, enjoy or want a poly relationship? That's question number one. Question number two, how many of y'all are in a poly relationship? And is it a good thing? Are you happy? Or are you about to go crazy having two women in your life? Leave a comment. I want to know, is it all what is talked about to be, or is it over exaggerated? But we're going to get the thoughts of Miss Mo and her real life situation and find this out and see what's going on. So, Mo, let me ask you this. How old are you?
I'm 33. I'll be
33.
34 in August 22nd.
Okay. August 22nd, should be 34 years old. All right. So now with this poly relationship, how did this get started? Let's start from the beginning. I'm talking about from the very, very beginning.
Very okay. So with me,
How did you even meet him?
okay. Okay, so I was a temp at this job, warehouse. You know how warehouse jobs be.
Yeah.
So I never noticed him. I didn't even. when I did my little walk through, and I met whoever were there at that time, but I didn't pay attention to him. And I end up he ended up walking. Like, he was like on the forklift, and then he stopped and said, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like, "Hey, I'm good." Like, basically we just greeted each other. And then I just looked at him, and then I went by my business and stuff. And I felt like that action, how I wouldn't say love at first sight, but I was
No
just
way.
drawn to him. I was drawn to his energy. I'm big on, people be like, I'm big
Hold
on
on, hold
energy.
on, hold on, hold on, Mo. So you telling me just for a quick introduction, and you was drawn to him from an introduction?
Yeah, well, his presence, he has like a very strong masculinity energy. It's hard to explain, but his presence was very strong. His whatever spirit he moved in was very strong, and I could feel it. Like, I felt him. That's how it was.
Well,
I don't know.
we definitely know that part. That's literally and physically.
No, but yeah, I was just like, it was more so, oh, okay. Like, at that time, I wasn't really paying attention, but I was like, further on into us getting to know each other, I always told him, like, his energy is what draws me to him. Like, yeah.
So what did this man say? Oh, he on the forklift.
He
You
just,
walk. What did this man say that made
it's
his
just how,
energy
what,
so
he
demanding?
just, honestly, he's like, he's smooth. He's just nice. He's nice looking. One, he's nice looking. And it's just like, I don't know how to explain. I don't want to
Okay,
be
maybe
too
that's a perfect thing.
elementary about it, but I was just, like I said, I was drawn into his energy. He was just
Okay,
he has that masculinity energy that I love. So I was just like, ooh, yeah,
okay.
that's him. He's him, like that. Like, yeah. But we
I,
just talked briefly. It wasn't like, hey, how you? It was very briefly, and then after that, I went about my way. Like, and I
okay.
didn't talk to him
So
like
now the
for the
first
rest of the week.
introduction, y'all did the first introduction. Y'all just greet each other. How did this greeting lead up to the next level of this phase? To y'all exchanging numbers and so
Hmm.
forth and on?
Okay. Okay. So let me go a little back before I, met him. So I was actually married to someone. I was in a 10-year relationship, all my 20s, from 20 to 30.
Oh,
So I
okay.
had one son.
Hold on. So you was when this man that gave you masculine energy, you was
Hmm.
in a relationship, actually married.
Hmm. Yeah, but
So you wasn't even supposed to be paying attention to another man's masculinity.
yeah, but with that, me and him, we were separating. So we was already having issue in our marriage. So we were separating. Like, we tried to do counseling, everything. Nothing would work. We was just, I would say we outgrew each other. Yeah. Because he was out doing his thing and he wasn't home. So I picked up a second job to support, me and my son, because, we still had bills and I couldn't rely on him because he was doing his own thing. So I just ended up picking up that job. So, take my mind off of it, and then, just so I could have extra income coming in just in case anything happened. And we end up separating,
Okay,
honestly.
so basically what you're saying, during the process of you and him um parting
Separate.
ways,
Hmm. I met him.
you found another job to distract you.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't to distract me, but just to bring more income in for me, because our rent was 2,200.
Okay.
So if he left me today, like, when he left, all the bills was on me. So thank God I had a second job to support that income where I could pay the bills, and me and my child had a roof over our head until that lease was up. So I paid it until our lease was up. So my ex, he was out by March. Yeah. In between March, he was in and out. So uh around that time, we just start, just doing our own thing. Like I went through his phone. I see him. He was like texting other females,
Now
telling them,
this is your
ex.
husband, right?
He was telling them he's leaving me. He gonna take care of them and all this stuff. So in my mind, I was actually hurt because this is 10 years of giving this man everything, my life, my body, my time, and those things I can never take back. But in the process, I learned so much with him, and honestly, he helped me in a lot of ways because I didn't talk to my family, and he made, like, him coming into my life made me close to my family because he was close to his family, even though he had his own struggles. But he genuinely helped me in life. Honestly, he helped me get my first car. With him, I got 3 cars being with him. He taught me how to drive. It's just a lot. My ex-husband did a lot for me in my 20s. So, you know, I don't got nothing bad to say about him. At the end, he made it 10 times worse. But, yeah, we could
Okay.
never be together, but friendship wise, we'll always have that friendship. And we had the same birthday.
Okay. So let me ask you this, just to sidetrack right quick.
Hmm.
From everything you just told me, the all the things that he helped you with, and
Hmm.
how he sounded like he was a positive role model in your life, and so
He
forth.
was. Hmm.
But then you say that you found text messages in his phone telling other girls that he was gonna leave you.
So
Why was he?
he was a secretive cheater. Like,
Okay.
I wouldn't expect him to cheat. Honestly, I never went through his phone. I never suspect him cheating. So, when I seen that, it hurt me. And then before we got married, I was just like, if you cheated or anything, just let me know before we do this because this is a serious commitment. He lied to me. He said no, but he actually did cheat. He was cheating with multiple people. He was paying for pussy and all. So yeah, I was mad. I was mad because it's just like,
Okay, hold on
you.
though. Let me ask you this. What we having a conversation about tonight is you being in a poly relationship.
Okay, 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 okay,
No,
okay.
no, 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 no. It's a purpose of this. I'm asking you this. I'm about to ask you a question.
Okay.
So we're having a conversation about you being in a poly relationship,
Hmm.
but you got mad over your husband cheating. Why didn't you just bring the poly relationship with your husband?
Okay, we gonna get to that. So with him, I always saw him. I was always open to poly. I used to watch Sister Wife, TV show, and I was educated on the poly lifestyle. So I did brought it to him. He was just so scared to do it. And I was online looking for girlfriends, like potential sister wife for our family. And it's just like he didn't want to do it, but he was just out doing his own thing. Like,
So you
but
actually you actually presented that option to him and he denied
yeah.
it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So it was just
okay.
like, then why the hell you cheating? But like I said, I was always open to that. I feel like the more the merrier. And having it's just like having options in your relationship is actually good. Like when it's healthy. Like we can talk about, like, in a group setting. It's just like having that big ass family, but it's still small. It's like the family you're creating. And that's what I always wanted, and he wouldn't give it to me, but he was just doing his own thing and stuff. So it's just like, nigga, for all that,
Okay,
we didn't have to get married, but he
okay.
loved me so much that he never disrespect me in my face. Like I could say, out of the 10 years, I never suspect him cheating. Like I used to tell, oh, my man don't cheat, but long and behold, he was cheating, and it was just so, it was hard for me to find out he did that. I was hurt, but it was all good. By the time I was hurt, I didn't feel it no more because it was like a lot of pain and crying and late nights of wishing he do better, but he chose his path, and you know I
So
hope.
okay, let me ask you this.
Mhm.
And why was he saying he was gonna leave you? Was it something you did?
No, so with him, I don't want to put his business out. It's just he was in the military. He's a Marine, and he's just like crazy in the head. I'm not gonna say he crazy in the head, but he suffers a lot of mental illness and he have a lot of PTSD. So, with that, it's substance abuse like alcohol, drugs, and it's not just regular drugs, it's hardcore drugs. So he in the house going crazy and it's just too much for me. And I have a kid, so it's just like, it's just too much. Too much, way too much.
I got you. I got
Yeah.
you. Okay. All right. Got
That's
you.
why I
Got you.
said
So
he wasn't a
let's try
bad
to get an
person.
understanding.
It was just too much. He needs to go find help. And he did. He went to the VA and rehab, but he have his slip ups. So it's hard when you battling hard drugs, it's hard to come off of it. And definitely like when black folks do hardcore drugs, it's just like you taking it too far. Like you lose your mind. And it's sad to see your loved one. I ain't never had to deal with that. Like in my family, we don't have drugs
Okay.
abuse, alcohol. So this was my first time trying to deal with someone with that. And I really wasn't educated on stuff like that. And it was hard. I could be there for him, but really I couldn't. So it was beyond me.
Okay. That makes sense. All right. So
Mhm.
now let's shoot over here. So now I get it. You at the end of a relationship that you've been in for
Yeah.
10 years. You get a
Mm-hmm.
job so that way you're able to keep on paying the bills and
Mm-hmm.
keeping a roof over your head and over your son's head. Move forward. Now, how do you and this new gentleman start to interact with each other and progress or move forward to getting to know each other?
Um. Okay. So I remember. Okay, I remember. Like he had tried to talk to me. He was trying to get my number, and I was like, I can't give you my number. I'm married, and he was like, Do you have friends? Da da da.
Okay, say that
And I
again
was,
now. You said you remember what now?
he was like, can he have my number? He was trying to get my number, but I declined it because I told him I was married, and I'm not giving you my number, but I could give you my Instagram. And he was like, Well, do
What
you have any
everybody want to
friends?
give out the Instagram? Like the Instagram is just as bad as the phone number now.
Well, yeah, yeah. Well, everybody can't have it's crazy people out here. I don't need. So I started off social media, and he was
Okay,
like,
so
"Do you
y'all
got
went
any
to social media.
friends and stuff?" I was like, "Yeah," but I ain't gonna put them on you. And so, and I had asked him like, "Do he have a girlfriend at that time?" And he was like, "Well, I just got a situationship." So I
Okay.
was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't really know too much about situationship, but he actually had a real life girlfriend who take like a whole family who actually take care of each other and support each other. So when he told me situationship, I just thought, oh, maybe just something temporarily, or it ain't always, just basically like my situation. So it's just like, oh well, maybe they rocky or something. I didn't really know. So he didn't really. He's very mysterious. So he don't tell all his business. He only tell like when he started to get close to you, he start opening more and stuff. So he didn't really say yes, I do have a lip. No, he was just I have a situation. Shit. I was like, oh okay. And then we're just talking,
All right.
talking.
So he tell you that okay, so now he tells you that he has a situationship while y'all at work.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that being said, why you just to say, you know what? Well, when you get out your situationship, then we can talk.
I wasn't even thinking, honestly, I wasn't even thinking like that because I wasn't, after our first interaction, I wasn't really thinking about him too hard. So it was just like, oh, okay. And, I went about my business. And then, he was in my DMs.
All right.
So
So
he
now
was in my DMs shooting his shot. Like, we were casually talking. It wasn't nothing, serious or anything like that. It was just like casually, hey, how like that, like small talk. I would say we were just small talking,
all right.
basically.
Now, so from the moment that you gave him the Instagram and said, "Hey, I'm not gonna give you my number, but you can hit me up
Mm-hmm.
in the messages on Instagram."
Mm-hmm.
How long was it before the first date? A month later? 2 months later.
So I would start working there in February, and it was a month later.
So a month later, y'all going on y'all first date.
I wouldn't say our first date. We're just like we'll hang out like in a parking lot and just chill. We was in a parking lot.
So
We'll
that so
parking lot pimping.
y'all was what they call work husband, work wife
I wouldn't give it that title, but
in a
yeah, that
say.
was my
That's
little
what
work
you'll put it
boo.
in, that category.
I say work boo. I
Huh?
wouldn't say husband. That's too committed. Nah, and I just started
Okay.
there, so. And then on top of that, he already had little hoes at the job. I didn't even know, and they did not like me because okay, just to go back a little, I used to drive the forklift, so I ain't been on a forklift in so long. So me and him was talking, and he was showing me, he was reminding me, like the mechanism, and I was like, oh, okay. And that's when we just like start talking and stuff, and that's when the exchange ended up happening because
See,
they
hold
was
on
gonna
one
put
second.
me
Hold
on the
on, Mo.
forklift.
Mo, hold
Hmm.
on. See, let me tell y'all. See, but that's why that work job. I'm gonna tell y'all, fellas, the work jobs. That is the playground for cheating. That's the play. Even women, that is the playground for cheating. Your woman going to work, she's supposed to be at work doing her job, her 8, 10, 12 hours, but she over here getting taught how to use the mechanisms by
No,
work
but
boots.
I couldn't remember how to use it, and they were about to test me. So I didn't really talk to a lot of people that was in there, so I just asked him, can he remind me? I didn't get on it. He was just like, "This how you go up, this how you go down." Just refresh on my memory because the next day I had to get on and show them I know how to drive it. So I
I
did
get
good.
it. I get it. That was his window of opportunity.
To get in,
For
get in where you
you,
fit in.
it could have been a simple, hey, just could you refresh my memory?
Yeah.
This moment right
But
here.
I was honestly,
So
I wasn't even thinking. I wasn't too. I'm the type. I'm not thinking too deep about it because when I go to work, I'm going to there to work. I'm not going to see who the hottest thing in there. But I ain't gonna lie, I was the hottest thing that was in there. Like when new people come, I was the hottest thing, hot topic that was in that job, and I ain't like that because it was just like too many attention. And when you a female working in a warehouse, them niggas,
well,
they never seen females before. Like, I don't know. It's just you in a Shark Tank. That's the only way I could describe
here's
it.
the thing about it. You might
Mm-hmm.
not, you might
Mm-hmm.
not be thinking that way. That don't mean the man that you see ain't thinking that way.
And that's something that he would get mad at me because just like that, he'll be like, you could be getting to know somebody, but in my head, I'm just like, oh, they're just being friendly. Like, I'm not taking it that far with anyone. So it's just like, you shouldn't have to worry about it. But he used to get mad at me because he'll be like, I know you flirtatious. I know you. I know you. But that's just part of my
That,
characteristic.
that
And it's just like,
friendliness, as a man
I'm not
say,
trying to go as far as what he think I'm trying to do just because we met like that doesn't mean I'm gonna meet everybody else like that and just be like, oh, no. It's a time and place. If I like you, if I like you, of course I'm finna, shoot my shot and start talking to you. But everywhere else it's just like, no, no. They be coming too strong at me, but he didn't have to come too strong. That's what I liked it. Like, he wasn't like,
I mean, we
all in
see
my
he just said
face.
he just
He
introduced
stayed
himself.
back. He stayed back and observe, I would say.
Hey, but you got to look at it this way now. You got to understand this. The way a man look at it, if it happened once, it can happen twice. It can happen
Yeah,
a third.
absolutely.
So you got to look at it that way. It's fair. So okay, month later, y'all in the parking lot. Y'all doing y'all parking lot boo thing. Blah
Hmm.
blah blah. Y'all getting
We
y'all
just
chopped
talking, chilling, get to know
up.
each other.
Okay. How did it go from parking lot boo
To
to
hotel.
how did it get from there?
Okay, so not to get all in my business, but for
Oh, we want
me,
to get all in your business.
it was like it was build up tension. Like, I ain't been touched in like 3 months, and I was just like, you know, just just a young girl.
So you got down, basically, you had a lot built up and you need to release.
I would say, yeah, but the first time we did it, for me, he said he liked it, but for me, I was just like, it was off. Like I didn't, I know I didn't like it, and it was just like, it was
What
just too
made
much.
what made you say, ugh, I didn't like it?
No, for me, I just felt like, because I was just not in the right mood to do it, but I just wanted to, see what he about, like
You was
that. I'm gonna
curious.
say it like that. I just wanted to see what he is like.
You was curious.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay. So now during this first time that y'all did y'all went to rocking in the sheets, was his situationship there, or this was just you and him?
It was just me and him.
All right. So first time situationship wasn't there. You and him, y'all do y'all thing. How did
Hmm.
it go from you and him just meeting up at the hotel doing y'all thing to getting to saying, "Hey, I got a wife. Let me bring you into this fold"?
No, but that took a while. So
Oh,
from
so this was okay. Hold on for you answer. So you telling me it wasn't
so
an instantaneous thing?
no. Okay, so around the time I met him, him, he had a lot going on. And that's why I said this nigga's a mysterious ass nigga. Cause at that time, even though we were doing our thing, like from March to about May, he told me his girlfriend was pregnant. And I was so shocked. So I guess she must have found out in April and told him. But he told me like in the beginning of May. So I started to fall back from him. And
Okay,
it was
hold
just
on. Let me make sure I understand. So
mm-hmm,
you started working at the job in February.
mm-hmm.
Then May is when the first time you and him went to the hotel together.
No. March.
March is when y'all went to the hotel together. The first
Mm-hmm,
time y'all went to the hotel.
mm-hmm.
Okay, and then and by May he had finally told you that he had a wife.
No. He basically told me well, he was like the end of May, because his birthday's the next day after my son's birthday. So my son's birthday May 29th, and his on like May 30th. So I took him out to a restaurant for his birthday like the week before, and I got there super super duper late, and he was pissed off on me. He was like, I got there a little bit late, but they gave our table up, so we had to wait till a table open up. And excuse me. And he was like at the table being mean to me, and I'm like, I got my hair done, my nails done, try to present myself nice, because this is the first time we're actually going out like in that type of setting, and it was just like a nice place. So it was just
You
like,
treating him, he not treating
yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm. And he was pissed off because I came a couple minutes late. And I'm not from Atlanta, so I missed my exit. And
Now when you
when you
say
miss your exit,
now, hold on. A couple minutes is what? Like 59 of those minutes? Like how many is a couple minutes?
I think it was about 30 to 20, because by 15 they gave the table away.
Okay, so you about 30 minutes late.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. But
Hmm.
again, you treating though.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
So he was like talking down on me at that table, and it was like women around us, and I started crying because I'm like, I went out my way to look good for this, good looks, look good, because he never seen me like that, and I was all natural. I had my hair done, my nails done. I did a light makeup, a light beat, and for him to talk down on me, I just broke down on the table. And he was like, if I would have walked in here by myself, you would have seen me sitting with somebody else, blah blah blah, just hurting me.
Now
And
I'm gonna say this. I want to add this in.
mhm,
I'm gonna say this. Now, yes, you do like for a person to be on time for a date, especially the first date. You
Yeah.
definitely want them to be on time. But here's what I'm gonna give you, in my opinion. I don't care if anybody else don't agree with it, but in
Yeah.
my opinion, you was treating him
Mm-hmm.
and you was paying for everything. So that would have been a situation. Say, hey, I understand you late, but to get treated, especially here in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
man, that was, he was already on some craziness. He could have just
Mm-hmm.
that was a level of pettiness that he could have just let go, because this woman then when he got nice, jazzed up for me and goddamn treat me for my birthday. He
Mm-hmm.
already should have, so he should have thrown you a red flag. But all
Yeah.
right, let's keep
He should
going.
have been thankful.
Now,
Thankful.
I agree. I agree with that, man. I do agree with that. So now, y'all go on a date, finish the part with the date and everything, and here's his birthday. How did it still get to the point to where you was introduced into to what a
Poly.
situation was brought to you to become part of the poly relationship?
Okay, so wait. We gotta go. Okay, so after his birthday, we were talking. He was just like, I feel like when a man said he got a lot on his plate, that's the red flag that someone's pregnant. And I kept saying, I was like, is someone pregnant? What is it? What is it? He would not tell me. And when he finally told me, I was hurt, but then I knew he had somebody, so it's nothing I could have done. So it was just like I started to distance myself and just be like, you know what?
Hold
I'm gonna
on, let me make sure I understand what you're saying. He told you something was bothering him, and you say
no.
that gave you a. I
He
mean,
when he
he
told
told you that he
me,
had a lot on his plate, and
mm-hmm.
that gave you a sense of someone was pregnant, and you was right.
Yeah. No, he was just like the way he said it, like he had too much going on. But it's just like, I mean, you working, you paying your bills. Like, what do you have going on that's outside? That's the only thing I could think of at that time. Like, I'm
And so the
like,
person was actually pregnant.
yeah, yes,
Oh man.
and
Oh,
yeah, I'm like,
okay,
it's gonna
okay.
get crazy.
Now this person that's pregnant is supposed to be his, who he told you was a situationship, but later on come to find out was really his actual wife.
Yeah, basically, I would say that. Yeah, she's his wife,
Okay, all right, cool. So
but
now,
they're not like married on paper. But I would say they're husband and wife. Yeah.
okay, so now let's keep going. I'm just trying to make sure I'm with you. So now, after
So we've been,
the dinner and
we've
shit.
been having sex from March all the way leading to June.
Okay.
So okay, so when he told me that, I started distancing myself. Whatever. I kid you not. The next month, I found out I was pregnant, and I was on birth control.
So okay, the next month after you find out that he's got a baby coming in June.
Mm-hmm.
In July, and this, I'm assuming this all happened in 2025, right?
2024.
Okay, 2024. All this happened in 2024. So
Mm-hmm.
in July of 2024, now you find out that you pregnant with his baby.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So now you got a baby with his wife, and you got a baby with you. Bam. All right, let's keep going.
Mm-hmm. We both were pregnant at the same time.
All right, so let's keep going. And I'm
So he
assuming
was like,
she don't know about you right now, right?
she no, but she is
Okay.
gonna know about me.
But in July, when you found out you was pregnant, she didn't know
No,
that you even
June.
exist.
Yeah.
All right, so she don't know that you exist, but you just found out a month ago that she exists.
No, I knew about her when he first told me his
Oh, that's
situation.
right. You knew about the situation. You just didn't know how deep the situation was.
Yeah, pretty
Okay, I'm with
much.
you.
You
I'm
know,
with
when
you.
man
All right,
says situationship, it's just like, well, it ain't that serious.
I
But
got
being with them, that shit is deadlock serious. At this point, I don't know what's holding them from not getting married. So,
you. Okay, I got you. So you knew he was rocking around with somebody else, but you didn't know how
mhm.
serious it was. And then
Yeah.
when you
And
found
then he
out,
told me they were like poly.
he told you they was poly.
But come to find out, when I talked to her, she was like, "No, they not."
Okay.
But I felt like she lied because he had girlfriends. They had girlfriends before, so
Okay.
she was just
So
you know.
now, when you find out you pregnant in July, but you got mad about him.
June.
Oh, you
I
found
found
it
out
was in
pregnant in
June?
June. You gotta get the dates right.
Okay, well, I thought you said you found out that she was pregnant in June, and then you found out that
No,
she was
I
pregnant
found
in
out she was
July.
pregnant in May, the end of
Okay,
May.
all right, let me get it right. So let me make sure, got you. You found out that she was pregnant in May.
Mhm.
That's when you start distancing yourself from him. Then
Mhm.
to come back and find out in June of 2024, you pregnant with his baby.
Yeah.
Now, this Atlanta, why you rocking with this man with no protection? You just met him.
Oh, okay. So with that, we had got well, I had got tested, so he knew my status and I knew his status. So before we was using condom, but I'm the type I'm not. I wasn't using condom like with my ex husband, so it's just like the irritation. It's the irritation for me, like. But knowing that I'm in Atlanta, I gotta be safe. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I'm trusting this man, like with my body, trusting his word. So he was clean because I get tested every 6 months because I have low iron. So I see a primary care doctor. So every 6 months I'm drawing blood. And I'm checking for everything. So I
Okay,
knew my
so
status.
he had got you got your HIV and all the
STD panels,
STD
everything.
tests.
Mhm.
You got and he got the whole thing, and both of y'all clean.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Now both of y'all good. Y'all doing your thing. Now,
Yeah. Oh
what does it
wait.
go? What's the next level? What do we go after you find out? You kind of pull back from him in May, but now that you find out you pregnant in June, what do we go to next?
So when I found out I was pregnant, he was like, "I can't have two kids at the same time." Blah blah blah. So he was for me getting abortion, and I never did abortion. I never even thought of doing abortion.
He should have thought
Abortion.
about that before he was poking two raw females.
Well, because I was on birth control, so I wasn't think I wasn't thinking I'm gonna get pregnant. Definitely not on birth control. So it's just like I had the Mirena, but I still got pregnant. When I mean I am fertile, a man could blow on me, I'm gonna get pregnant.
Oh shit,
So
boy!
I'm like,
You
very.
won't get pregnant through this interview, will you?
I don't know. Shit, I'm already pregnant, so
Thank
I
God.
doubt that. But
Nah, I'm fucking with
when I told him I was pregnant, instead of he was like, "I'm gonna be there for you," blah blah blah, all this good shit he was talking, but the whole time this nigga was lying. And I hit him up one day. I'm like, okay, well, it's $600 to get the abortion. Like, what we doing? What we doing? This nigga couldn't even tell me shit. He wanted me to pay for that shit on my own and dealt with deal with it by myself. And it was just like, what the fuck? Like, you told me you gonna be there, blah blah blah. But it was all a lie. This nigga after that, we got into a heated argument and he blocked me.
Okay,
So from
so
June
did he
to
did he do?
September.
Let me ask you this.
Well, I'm at November.
Let me ask you this. Did he end up paying for the abortion, or did
No.
you end up paying for it?
Mm-mm. I went through everything on my own. Like I almost died having it because I have low iron. Remember I tell you I see the doctor, my OB, not my OB, my primary every 6 months because my levels be real low. So they be monitoring my iron. I'm very anemic. And they always tell me, get a blood transfusion, but I just get iron. So so I was going through the abortion process. I had to take the pill, and it's just like seeing all that thing come out of me. It just broke me because at that
Hold
time,
on, say it again. Now you said you took the pill.
hmm,
You said
yeah,
you took
I
the
took the
pill.
pill, because I was like, I was waiting on him, but he was taking too long. So I ended up doing it on my own with my friend because that was my only choice at that time. And it was just like I didn't know him. I don't know the type of man he is. I don't know the type of father he is. I barely know this man. So within those few months of knowing him, I got pregnant real fast. So it's just like, no, this wasn't planned, and this I'm not gonna do this. So I ended up finding out what I was having. I had a good little minute before I did it, and I finally went through
Now let me
with
ask you a
it, and it
question.
was just.
Let me ask you
Hmm.
this, and I could be
Hmm.
wrong. I'm not sure, but didn't they have? I thought the law came that you couldn't have abortions in Georgia no more.
No, I went to North Carolina at that
Oh,
time. Hmm.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So you go to North Carolina to
Well,
do the
I think it
abortion.
was South
But
Carolina. I made my
I
appointment in
thought the
South
law
Carolina.
was no state could do abortions though.
Mm-mm.
I thought that was
Uh-uh.
entire out of states.
Mm-mm. I was able to do it. Some
Okay,
states you can.
okay.
So they gave me the pills, and I took the pills, and almost died, man. Almost died because I lost a lot of blood, a lot, and that when women do that, I can't see how it's you could be okay with that. For me, that it hurt me doing that, but it was the only thing I can do at that time. So
Well, why
I
you just
still
had a
mourn.
baby and get a baby up for adoption then?
That would be hard for me too. Just to go through the whole pregnancy. One thing I am for sure is a mom. So it's just like, no, I can't do that. Like, I
Okay,
commend women
so
who do that, but not me. I
which
would
one you
want to
think is
raise my
worse?
child. Hmm?
Which one you think is worse? Doing the giving a child up for abortions,
Well,
or
I think the abortion is 10 times worse.
you think abortion is worse than doing you think abortion is worse than doing adoption?
Yeah, but
Okay, so
the only
why did
reason
you
with
do it?
adoption is just like you won't never know what your child could be in life or what they're doing because that family get to pick and choose to have you there, but you can't be there basically. So they can choose if like let's say if I would just want to say, hey, can I go on the family vacation, spend time? They'll be like, no, like stuff like that. So I couldn't do adoption, and if I did, I would adopt the baby like within my family group. And I brought that to him, and he was like, no, no. So I was just more listening to him at that time.
I don't believe in abortion. I don't believe
Yeah,
in
me neither.
in a child.
Hmm.
So why did you let him persuade you then to do
Influence
something you
me
don't believe in?
because it was just like at that time it was just I really honestly I had a lot going on, a lot going on. I had too much stuff on my plate. So like I said, that was the only best option for me at that time. No, I would never do that again or put myself in a situation to do that. Like if a man told me today,
Okay, all right. So let's
like,
move forward. So
okay,
you do the abortion, and this abortion happened when?
it happened like the beginning of November.
Okay, so you go do the whoa. So the baby. So let me see. You found out you June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, you were 6 months.
No, no, no. When I was like, I found out I was pregnant like in the first stage in June. So like August, September, October, November, like 4 months, about 4 months.
And they still let you do a abortion at that for long?
Hmm. Yeah, and then it was like medical reason too.
Whoa, that's damn. I don't know what to say. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you go do the abortion.
Mhm.
And are you and him talking during this time?
No, he had blocked me off of everything. Oh, I didn't tell you. Okay, back to it. So when he in June when he like ended up cutting me off, I started to be messy. So I ended up leaving the
Uh-oh.
job.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I did a messy move, and
And
I
now
text his
this what
girlfriend.
did you do that was missing? Let's hear it.
I googled his information, and I ended up finding his girlfriend information, and I text her and let her know I was pregnant by him. Basically, it was
So
my
why
get
did you
back
why, why did you do that when you already had made the decision to mess with him knowing he had a woman?
because I felt like how the hell you gonna leave me to do this by myself when you told me you're gonna be? It was like I said, I had a messy moment, and it was more so hurt because it's just like, how can you just do that and block me off of everything? Like, I need his help to pay for this abortion, so he didn't want to pay for it. So I was
I
basically,
get I get both of y'all. I get both of y'all was in the situation together. Y'all both made a decision. But
hmm
the problem is you came into the situation knowing he had a woman.
hmm
And you was cool with being quiet when it was going good. But when
it
it
was
went
never going
bad,
good. It had obstacles. Like, I wasn't the only person he was messing with at that time. He was everywhere. He was everywhere. So it
but
wasn't
you were
me.
still accepting that though. Even if you
Yeah,
knew
I
it,
was just
you was
chilling.
accepting it.
Honestly, I was having fun. I would say that I was just having fun at that time, experimenting with
So you
him.
experiment, and then when the experiment didn't go the way that you planned, why did you call the girlfriend? You supposed to everybody got a role to play.
I know
It
because
just
I
didn't go
told
your
you,
way you wanted it to go.
because he wanna he was ignoring my call. That was the only way I could get his attention. And after that, he ended up reaching out to me because I'm. It's so much I can do to get a response for him, and that's why I say I had a messy moment, and that's out of our whole ordeal messing with each other. If I could take anything back, I would take that back. Honestly, I wish I never did that, but it was too late. I was just moving by being hurt, so I wanted to hurt him in that way, I would say.
Give me a second.
Mhm.
Give me a second. Hold on. Yes, how can I help you?
Uh,
Hold on 1 second. I got to.
are you security by any chance?
No.
Oh, okay, good. What did you see a bunch of small cars come out of there earlier? Or
Yes.
okay, because somebody broke in my shed and raided it.
And shed.
Yeah.
Somebody Brazil. Some cars and came in and out since I've been sitting here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they. I done seen two different cars coming. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Oh, well, two
Mhm.
cars. This might have been more than two. One of them was a truck. But no, I was just gonna ask if you were here all night. Because if you were, then I might be bugging you later. But I'm gonna take you for what you're doing.
Uh, okay. Yes. Just fine. You can just come back about an hour. Sorry, y'all. I'm literally in the moment of recording this thing. I'm sitting in the truck and people coming up while I'm doing my interview. So if y'all watching this, just let know Mailman is real time. I'm always on it, making things happen. So hey, we in it. All right. So
I
um,
was hurt,
you was
and
hurt.
I wanted to hurt
So
him.
what else did you do?
But
To,
that actually hurt his home. But it didn't really hurt his home. I'm gonna call her Lizard
okay. So
because
lizard.
that's what she looked like, a lizard. And Lizard, that nigga could do whatever. This bitch, she just gonna accept everything, like everything. But I mean, if you gotta keep your man happy, if that's your way of keeping your man happy, more power to you. I would do the same thing too. To let that nigga be, let him be free.
All
So,
right. So now you get in contact with lizard and when you get in contact with lizard, what did you say to lizard?
I was like, "Hey, is this so and so?" And she said, "Yes." I was like, I paused and then I text her the next day because I told him I'm gonna text his girlfriend, and he just thought I was bluffing. But I'm trying to get his attention, but he ain't budging. So it took me a couple of days before I told her, but I was basically like, "Yeah, I'm pregnant by so and so." She was like, "I knew it. I knew something was up." Blah blah blah. And then she was like, "Hold on, I'm gonna get back to you." And then they have their little conversation. I don't know what he tell her, whatever, whatever. And then a couple of days later, she came cussing at me, telling me why I bring this to her, blah blah blah. All this extra stuff. And and that's why I said I felt bad because at the time she was pregnant, she didn't need that added stress, and she in her 40s, and it took her a long ass time to get pregnant by this man. So of course, it put her I don't know that at that age, your pregnancy is high risk by itself.
That's
So
true.
it was just like I shouldn't have did that, but that's the only thing out of this whole thing I wish I could take back. Just the way I reached out to her, because that set the tone for me and her relationship. Like later on, it when we actually end up meeting each other and doing the whole poly thing.
All right. So now let's go. We're gonna shoot through this some more. Okay.
Okay.
Anything else that we forgot to mention for that was messy in
Somebody
the
said that was messy.
between June and November?
Hmm.
That was, you ain't do no pop ups or nothing.
No, I left them alone.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So
because
now,
I was dealing with my own loss. So yeah. After he blocked me, when he blocked me, I just leave him alone. Like I can only reach out a couple times and just, just fall back.
all right, cool. So now, when when you call Lizard, you tell Lizard what's going on,
Hmm.
and then y'all move forward. He blocks you. You go all the way to November with the pregnancy, and then you finally drive up to North Carolina or South Carolina, and you get the
Hmm.
pregnancy done. I mean, you get the abortion done,
Uh-huh.
and now, at that point, you would think that you would be like, you know what? I seen how he did me. I'm done with him.
I was
So how did, if you say you was done with him, how did y'all end up getting back
together.
together? On top of that, how did y'all end up moving? You done went off on her and she done went off on you, only for all three of y'all to come back around and get back together. How did that happen?
Okay, so from the end of 2024, we didn't talk. So we took a big ass break, you know. So from November to January. So the end of January, I ended up seeing him. Like he rode past me, and I seen him because the where the job was at, I had to go that way to go to my job because I ended up leaving that job before I found out I was pregnant. So like by May, I left that job because I had too much going on. So I ended up leaving that job, and I was just riding to my job, and I ended up seeing him, and he had another girl at the job in the passenger seat. And then I had ended up texting him like, "Oh, you still look good."
So,
But I
so
text
you
him like
you
on a
you
text
wanted to
string.
be in the mix. So
Huh?
you kind of felt wrong since you wasn't the girl in the passenger seat, huh?
No, I didn't feel wrong. I was just more so like I seen him after this long, so it was just like, okay, hey, how you doing, like that. And he was like, "Who's this?" And I told him, and I texted him 2 days later, and I was like, "The love of your life." I always told him that. And going back, what's crazy? When me and him were talking in the first stage of our situationship, I had told him, I was like, "We're gonna have a baby," just playing.
Nah, you weren't playing. You wanted that baby. You wanted
Because
that
but
baby.
no, because I like the way honestly I like his skin tone. He got like nice chocolate skin. But I was just playing, like playing, nah. Cause I didn't know him like that. So I'm just teasing him. And that shit actually happened for real, for real. So I
Okay,
ended up
so
seeing
now,
him in January, and he was playing hard to get, but I know him.
so
He be
you see
cracking.
y'all, so you see him in January 2025,
Mm-hmm.
and January 2025, y'all relink after all the shit that happened with the abortion and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
block and all that stuff from
And then she
2024.
had her baby
Okay,
already.
then now Lizard done had her baby, and
Mm-hmm.
y'all moving forward. All right, now how did y'all get into this pilot relationship? How did this start?
I think with that, okay, with him, he's like, he's more of, I need to get to know you, like for sure. This is what you want, and he was just grooming me for it, you know, to what he likes. And I couldn't be there. I couldn't. I'm submissive, but not that submissive. Like, I like to think for myself, and for me, I couldn't get with the program.
Okay.
I couldn't get with the program fast enough for his liking, and I was very rebellious. And it was just like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure?" And I was like, I wanted to be with him so bad. Of course, I wanted to do it, and he knew this was something I was already into, anyway. So he was like, "Okay, once you meet my family, ain't no going back. You know, it's hard for that to happen." Blah blah blah. So he set up where me and her met. So we met at the restaurant, me and her, that she told him, and we had a decent conversation. Like,
Okay, so I'm just curious. I never done this before. So how does this whole thing work? So he walks up and you and him get to talking and y'all have a conversation and he say, "Hey, let's do a pilot." And you just supposed to be like, "Okay, cool, I'm
no,
down."
it was over
Okay,
the time. So he been knowing me since 2024. So even though we had our breaks, but we spent a lot of
exactly.
time talking. We spent a lot of time talking, and we had like a lot of intimacy. Like, our sex chemistry is like magnet. Like, people be
Okay,
like,
so
I would love to be a fly in the room with y'all doing it.
okay, so y'all get back, y'all link up in January. He just asked you to meet his wife and you was down.
Hold on. Hey.
Not compared to the battery lights is on, but you in the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
How your battery lights be on?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Oh, I got scared. I had to about to pull my strap.
So y'all y'all link back up January of 2025. How long was it before from January 2025
Mm-hmm.
until y'all got to goddamn, hey, I'm gonna meet your wife at this restaurant? Like a month later, 2 months later?
But honestly, it took a while. So from January to about April, like, we were like, so we were working on our situation, being for sure if this is what I wanted, because it's like once you get in it, ain't no turning back. And I was for sure. I was like, yeah, I want to be with you. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Yeah, da da da. So yeah, from January to April, by April, I met her. We met at the restaurant. We talked, and basically we put everything out on the table. And then
How
I
did that
had asked
conversation
her,
go? I just want to.
mhm,
I'm just trying to envision what was y'all talking about. Hey,
like
we're gonna get
everything that
together.
went down, the message I messaged her, the pregnancy, everything, like just getting to know her. And like towards the end of the relationship, I asked her, I was like, "What if you don't want me to talk to him? Like, I won't talk to him. Like, I'll, leave him alone." But she was like, "No." She gave me the green light to talk to fuck with this nigga. So I got her blessing. I got
So
her blessings to talk to him.
okay, even after everything that happened.
Hmm.
All
Yeah.
right. So
And she
now,
knew, we talked about all of it. Like, I felt like, for me, I laid everything out on the table. Like, everything.
all right, cool. So now I'm assuming y'all one big happy family, right?
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, y'all didn't sit down and went through. Y'all didn't weather the storm together.
Yeah, but nah. It
Oh,
was, they were, no. So, after she gave me her blessings to talk to him, I felt like this and she didn't really want this. Not with me. So with him, he was like, it's supposed to be like a fling. So he's supposed to be with somebody temporarily and then cut him off and go about his business and stuff. But with me, we end up catching feelings. Like, it was like I said, like, he taught me a lot. Like he gave me an experience of intimacy I've never experienced. So it's just like, it was like when we come together, it's all mushy and she was like, I was just I was lusting over him, but in honesty, no, it was just him as a person. I like who he was at that time, the man he was, and I don't know. He just knew how to say all the right things. I say he'll say all the right things, but I learned he just be talking shit. None of that shit is real. He's a fucking liar.
All right, so you and him, y'all link up, y'all the wife and y'all had a conversation in May of 2025, and y'all decide to move forward with this poly thing. We're gonna do this, we're gonna handle our business. You say
Yeah,
that it started, it was in the beginning, it was good. So
it was
when
all
y'all
right. It was all right because with her, she want okay. When you in a relationship, you just go with the flow, right?
okay.
With her, she had all these fucking rules. She was like, when you come to my house, don't have sex with him without me. Um, you can't sleep over. Like, laying it down. If I come to the house, I have to ask her to come there. And it was just like all this shit I gotta go through to hang out with him through
So,
her. So it was just like, the fuck? And he'd be like,
so okay,
well, when you
I gotta question this. The
mm-hmm.
first time that all three of y'all got down and handled business together, was it fun?
Oh man, that shit was crazy. So
I'll tell her
okay.
we want to know what was going on.
So she's the first girl I ever been. No, she the first girl I ever ate out. I'm gonna say that. I've been intimate with girls before, but I never been munching on that crouch. So yeah,
Okay.
we get down, we do our thing for the first time, and towards the end, he ended up nutting in me and finishing in me.
Hold on, it went out. You said y'all do y'all thing for the first time. What now?
So our first threesome, when he went to finish, he finished inside me in front of her.
Oh, I know that caused a problem.
It did. So I cleaned myself up, blah blah blah. So I end up going, get my stuff, getting ready to go, and I heard them arguing in the room. And I'm like, everything okay? And she didn't say nothing. She was like, yeah, everything good. So she ended up walking me at the door. They were still arguing it, and come to find out, she was mad that he nutted in me, but he only did that because I was on birth control. She wasn't, and he wasn't trying to have no kids. So
So
that's why he did
what
that.
is since you done been? I'm just this is a side question. What is it? What makes the difference between if the man finished with the girl with the girl that's the third party or his girl? Is it a what's the difference?
Well, I don't know. This was my first time having threesomes, so I'm not sure. But
Okay,
I
so
would
then
say
let me
he
ask
should
you
have
this.
finished
Let
in
me ask you
her.
if you was if you it was you and your man and y'all brought another girl in, would you get mad if he finished with the other woman?
No, because we just doing our thing. It don't matter as long as he finished and satisfied.
That's the way I would think, but I
Yeah.
done heard women say that the man cannot finish with the woman. I don't get why with the other woman. It
But
has to be
with sex ain't got no rules. You just do your thing. Have fun with it.
okay. I just wanted to see. I feel
Yeah, yeah.
the
I
way you
think
said
like
it is
that,
how I
but it
feel,
don't
but
matter. To
you
me,
hear women say, "Well, no, you can't finish with the other girl." And then what's the
yeah, but
difference?
to me, it don't matter as long as we all get our nut out. Yeah. But it was a big thing for her. She in her 40s. So, I don't
All
know.
right. So they arguing, and then she walk you to the door.
Mhm.
Obviously, so she's mad because he finished with you. What?
He ain't give no fucks. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. That nigga, he ain't give no fucks. He was just like, and
Okay,
so,
so obviously y'all came back for round two.
hmm but it took a while. So our relationship, like with me and him, we was fighting every week over dumb shit, like petty shit. And for me, you know how you have certain attributes that you want from a man. I'm not asking him for too much, other than give me some of his time, like spend time with me and stuff like that. I ain't beg him for no money. He ain't do shit for me. I never asked him for shit. Just give me your time. Spend time with me. And he only gave me a little bit of his time, but he used to be like, I'm spending more time with you than my family. But that was bullshit. This nigga he was doing other shit, and he was just spending a few time with me. But to him, he felt like he was going above and beyond. But to me, it was just like, it's just the bare minimum, nigga. So I ain't gonna complain because he did go out his way to spend time with me. So
All right, so now y'all come back around to doing the thing. If
mm-hmm.
obviously y'all already seen it was red flags in the beginning of this, but y'all still kept going.
Mm-hmm.
So when one, did you enjoy it?
The first time,
Just the first, second, all the times y'all kept doing it. Was
let
it?
me tell you, I love having. Well, I used to love having sex with that man. Like I told you, it's like magical for me.
Well,
Like,
I'm talking about the threesome, not just him. Did you enjoy
oh
the threesome
no,
aspect of it?
I actually hated every moment of every time we have a threesome. She always complain about something, like
So you
something.
hated the threesomes, but y'all kept doing them.
Mm-hmm. Because he wanted to do it. Because we was just giving him what he want. And it wasn't even about what me and her want. And it was just like, honestly, when we'll do it, she'll complain about something. Like the second time we did it, she was complaining about me and him kissing too much.
Okay,
I'm
is
like,
that
God damn, bitch. I can't do shit with this nigga.
okay? Is that a no-go rule in threesomes that you can't kiss?
No, with her, she want to bring. I felt like the poly was just his poly. It wasn't even about me and her. It's like what he want. And she was like, she was just like, um, I hate that. Like, if we in that setting, like, bitch, if we're kissing, we just kissing. But she felt like kissing is too much. It's too much intimacy. But me and him kiss all the time. So like when we had sex, like every time we have our little threesome, like the next day me and him will just do it 1-on-1.
Okay, all right, got you. So when did all this shit hit the fan?
I say December.
December of
Yes, December. So me and him was on and off, on and off, on and off. And sometimes I feel like when me and him go through problems, he would go tell her, like, look what she texts me, blah blah blah. I felt like that he could have handled it better, because if me and you going through something, yeah, we in a relationship with her, but you ain't gotta involve her into the negativity that me and you going through. Because when they argue or have stuff going, he don't involve me or be like, oh, look what she texts me. He don't do that. And I feel like with that, he never respect my part of my relationship with him. And he was just too, that him and her, they very close. I say they very close. You know, they're the same age, so it's a lot of things they're compatible in. With me, I'm like the opposite of him. But if I feel like if he would have got time to, actually put that time into our thing, it could have had a better ending than what it is now. And it's just like I said, it's just too much, and everybody playing their role in that relationship. And for me, I was just surviving that relationship. It was I was giving love, but also surviving my relationship, because any day this nigga could replace me, end it with me. And she was like, don't get it in your mind that this gonna be long term. So in my mind, of course it ain't gonna be long term. So I just started to do my own thing. And I was like texting other people, but like on basic stuff. Like when I went out, I give guys my numbers, but we don't be talking about shit. So he used to get
okay,
mad at that. But only
okay. So
because, when she let me know that don't think this gonna be long term and shit, I was just like, oh, okay. So she's putting a time frame on that relationship, and I ain't like that. So yeah, I was on my P's and Q's because I don't want to involve myself, because I'm more of long-term type of relationship. My relationship lasts long, and I only had 3 relationships my whole life. My
But
first baby daddy.
you can't really get mad at that situation. You
No,
came in knowing
yeah,
that.
exactly. Because we're 2 women want 2 different things. So it's just like, I understand. So I'm not gonna get too comfortable, basically. I don't wanna get comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, because it's like you knew from day one that he had something going on,
Hmm.
and you accepted it. So it's kind of hard to get mad.
Yeah, but sometimes stuff do turn
I
into
mean, I
like
get
long
that you
term.
caught feelings, but
Yeah, but so it'll be hard to, like, let me say, if you be with someone for a long time, it's hard to walk away. Walk away and break up. Breakup hurt. That shit ain't nothing to play with. People die from a heartbreak. So yeah, that should be hurt. And like, definitely if you invest a lot of love into your relationship, like I was actually in my relationship and loving on this man. Like, I ain't seen
I
nothing
get that.
else but this
But
man.
let me add this. I get what you're saying. I don't disagree with you on that. But what the problem is, you came into the beginning of the relationship knowing that this man had somebody else. On top of that he was still dibbling and daddling over here with other people too.
Yeah.
So
But
it's like,
this man also pretends like he's single. Like, honestly, if other women go out and meet up with him and getting to know him at the bar, you would think he a single man, because that's how he presented. But he ain't single. Trust me, I know he not.
okay, so
But
now you say everything hit the fan in December. What happened in December? How did this start to go downhill?
December, okay. So like around November, he started being weird. Like, I felt like he was talking to somebody else. Like, when
Is that
you
a
know.
shocking surprise?
Yeah,
It,
yeah. But
you were
but
shocked. You
before
really were
that,
surprised.
no. Before that, she used to tell me. She'll give me the rundown. Like, oh, he talking to somebody else. Like she'll put little hints that he's doing shit, and I get mad at him because I feel like, why the fuck are you doing all this if you already have me? Why do you have to go outside of us to find something else? So it's just like he was just doing too much. And I found out he was like messing with some other. She told me 2 other people, but I ain't really like bring it to his attention. But I knew that he was messing with someone new, because the whole time we were intimate. And when a nigga mess with someone new, like, it throws your pH off.
Oh shit! So was he not using protection with them two either?
No, that nigga, he just
So
raw dogging everyone.
he bouncing from lizard to you to
To,
girl number 3 to girl number 4, and ain't
it
using
was,
protection with any one of y'all.
I guess not, cause one of the messages, remember, it was like, oh, when he was on Sis Is That Your Man Atlanta, and somebody posed that he loved to fuck raw, ask Mo and the white girl. I'm like, who the fuck know me? And who the fuck is this white girl? So
They
it
said,
was news.
okay. So hold on. What is you said? What Atlanta? What is this?
Sis, is that your man, Atlanta?
Sis, is that your man, Atlanta? What is
Yeah,
this?
but the first page, the one that got deactivated, I guess, the one that they lost, that had a whole bunch of people on there.
And this is on what? On what? What is this on?
Facebook.
And now, what is Sis? Is that your man?
It's just basically, it's like a T app. You post niggas and like, it's different stories. Some women, they just trying to see if you know this man, if you fuck them. Some women be posting like them giving them STDs, herpes. There's a lot of herpes, HIV that they're spreading. And, these women are putting it out there for the next woman to be safe. So, if anything, I felt like that page is a resource page for single women. It's like the single women book. Like, if that man is posted on there, you could search that man up and it'll just pop up all his anybody who ever made posts about him. So that page is it's a lifesaver. But the one that got disabled, it had a whole bunch of members. So yeah, but before we get to that, the posts and stuff.
We
So
gotta get hold on. We gotta talk about this.
what?
Go ahead. What you finna say?
Okay, so remember in December. So December, um, okay, so me and her, we were supposed to hang out, and she had family coming in town, so we ended up doing like the following week. But the way we did it, me and him had got into it, and then remember I told you he started being distanced, like it was somebody else. So she had called me and was like, "Yeah, we still on for today, blah blah blah," and she was like, "Yeah, he was out all day and he just getting home." So she was telling me he was doing shit, heart and shit. Like she was looking from the sink, and she could see he was messaging some girl and like hearting the message, and he a dog anyway, so he gonna do what dogs do.
Ooh.
So he was doing his side shit. So me and her end up going out that night. We went to City View. Yes. So me
No
and her went
comment.
to City View, and this
No
was me and
comment.
her first outing together. And honestly, it was cool. And niggas came up to us, blah blah blah. So she was just doing her own thing, talking to these niggas and shit. She was like, "Yeah, I'm in a poly, blah blah blah. That's my girlfriend." And then this nigga was like, "Why you with them? You too pretty, blah blah blah, to be with them," and stuff like that. And I'm the type, I like to record myself. So I went to the bathroom. I love my outfit. I was drunk, feeling myself. And then I turned around, did a little booty clap. This nigga gonna get mad and say I'm showing my ass on the internet. And it was like very innocent. It wasn't out there, but it was just a little 1-2. Like, I got dumped in the trunk. Like, because I like the way I'm shaped. Like, I'm shaped like a number 8. And it's real body. I'm proud of my naturalness body. Like, so of course I love my body. I like the way I shape. So I just be flaunting it because it ain't gonna be like this forever. So
Okay,
I
so
come
y'all go
out.
out.
I come out, and she at the bar talking to this Mexican guy, some other guy, group of guys. They came, and there we were all talking, but I wasn't paying no attention. So one of the guys, he was just like pushing up on me, and she was like, "Yeah, y'all look cute together. You should go talk to him." And I was like, "What the fuck? Like, why would
Uh-oh.
you?"
Setting you up for the okie doke.
Yeah. So she over here, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" So she over here talking to this one nigga, and they end up exchanging numbers. They exchanging number, and she was showing him her baby picture or whatever they were talking about. I wasn't too deep in their conversation, but I know they exchanged number because I watched them do it. And so we end up leaving. We were about the last one leaving, and so when we was about to leave, the nigga bought her a big ass shot, and he had grabbed her stuff. Like, he grabbed her stuff, her phone, and then he grabbed her purse and put it under his arm and grabbed her hand for us to go outside. And they were still talking to us, so I ended up going to my car, and then we ended up parting ways. And then she had called me. She was just like, "Okay, well, we're not gonna tell him nothing that went down this night, blah blah blah," and all
Uh-oh.
this bullshit. Keep it on a hush hush
Uh-oh. Let's hear
type shit.
what happened.
I told you, we had a good time. She
So she ain't go back and tell him?
No.
Oh, so she did keep the secret.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Oh, oh my! I wasn't even expecting. You gonna be
No, I didn't because, okay, the only reason why I didn't, because the next day me and him got into an argument about it. So I felt like she had told him, because it's just like, why he coming at me like that? So I was like, I ain't
Because you posted the video of you shaking your ass online.
Yeah, but I had posted a lot of videos. He even got mad at the video me and her post. And she was like, I can't control what she posts. I'm like, she can't tell me what, she don't pay my phone bill. I'm gonna post whatever the fuck I want to. So
Okay, so how did you end up telling on her? I'm thinking you about to tell me she done set you up to tell on you, and you the one that go went and spilled all the beans.
because how he was coming at me, he was like, I know you was getting niggas numbers, blah blah blah. Like I told you, I thought she told him because how he was coming at me, and he was like, you got niggas number, blah blah. I was like, I didn't get nobody number. She got I was like, she the one who got the nigga number. And he was like, oh, so y'all really was out here getting numbers, blah blah blah. And his biggest thing is, as a disrespect to him, he don't want no nigga buying us drink. He feel like we should be able to buy our own drink. But I feel like if a nigga want a treat, what's wrong with taking a drink? But in his mind, he find that very disrespectful. So I ended up spilling the tea because I didn't know. And when I said that, this nigga like, he wanna have a heart attack. And so basically she was like, I'm lying. So it was just like, who's lying? And I'm like,
see why she probably started not liking you now.
No, she didn't like me from the beginning. No, she never liked me from the beginning because there was a lot of stuff like she lied on me about, and it wasn't fair to me. And like I said, I'll tell her stuff and she'll go back and tell him. So it was never a secret. It wasn't. We didn't have a solid foundation, and I'm her op, so of course it's everybody look out for themselves. She didn't give a damn about me. Let me would have dance on somebody that night. I bet she would have told him. So
all right,
no.
But she didn't, so we can't even say that. But we gonna say,
but if I did, she would have.
All right, now let's move forward. So y'all go out, y'all have a good time, and the next day
we actually had a good. I honestly, out of the whole time, me and her had a good ass time out. And
okay, you spill the tea on it. Now, before we move forward on this, I want to go back to this what you call it is on Facebook, the T app.
Oh yeah. No. Wait. Don't go on there yet. We gotta get to this part because that's where everything unraveled.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, so he was just trying to figure out who's lying or not, and I'm like, just go to City View and ask them to run the cameras back so you can see with your own fucking eyes. I'm like, I ain't gotta lie on this bitch. Like, I don't gain nothing lying about what she did. Like, she did that, and I felt like honestly, she be fucking off on something. Like, they've been through a lot, and 9 out of 10, this bitch, she fucked somebody before on him, but she gonna take that shit to the grave, and that's her business, not mine. But I know for sure she be out there. So it's just like, when you deal with a cheater for a long period of time, of course you gonna cheat back. You gonna be cheat back, and it's to the point where she's very strategized their relationship. She knows everything, his every move. It's like they playing chess, but she knows everything about him. Like, she do weird shit, like weird ass shit, and it's just she know her game. Like, she got all her cards together. She know this nigga to the point where she fuck up, he'll believe that she don't be doing shit, but that she be doing shit, and I seen it firsthand for myself. She be doing shit. She just know how to play it right, and I ain't finna hate on her. It is what it is. If she's happy, I'm happy for them. I ain't hating on them. They were cool.
All right.
So okay. So after all that happened, he just went crazy. So he went crazy over that shit. Like, he was like, hurt about it because it was just me and her, and he didn't believe that she capable of doing something like that. But this nigga cheat all the fucking time. So I'm like, you just getting taste. I text him like, you just getting a taste of your own medicine. Like, chill out. Like, be tough. Like, but he can't handle that shit happening to him. So after that whole shit happened, that week he ended up getting locked up.
Damn, what did he get locked up for?
Just he just got locked up for some stupid shit. I don't want to put his business out there, but he did get
But
locked up.
it wasn't nothing that he did to you and her.
No, it was
Okay,
like DUI stuff.
Okay, all right. So now he get locked up. So what happened next?
So he in jail. So he ended up calling me. I was shocked he was in jail because I was really worried because I kept texting him and he wasn't responding. And then when I heard Cobb County, I'm like, who the fuck? My phone, the way my phone set up, if your number ain't saved, it goes straight to voicemail. And then he left a voicemail. I was like, oh shit. And so when the number called again, I ended up answering. So I end up talking to him. And he was like, he in jail and stuff. And I felt bad. Like, I was like, damn. Like, he had a bad week. And I kid you not, that day, he had came to my house. And, he was on some rampage. And, he went through my phone and stuff. And then he didn't find shit on my phone because I don't need to hide nothing. If I tell him I'm not talking to no niggas, I'm not. And so we end up having sex that day. And then later on that night, he ended up getting locked up. So
y'all was just lustful than a mother sucker. That's what it sounds like. So
I mean, like I said, we're just compatible sexually. Like,
all right, so y'all do your thing. He get locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Now
he ended up getting locked up, and like I felt bad because he was gonna be there on Christmas, New Year's. Those are memorable memories, and it was unfortunate that he was there, but the process of him being there.
He's the one that chose to get behind the wheel and drink and drive. So I can't feel sorry for people that do that.
Yeah, but he honestly, I don't know why. He said he was tired. So it wasn't really, a DUI, but that's what they put on there. So but I know, he know how to handle his liquor. So it was just deeper than that. And like I told him that day, he was already angry, and I told him he needs to cool down because he's contracting, negative energy. So eventually something gonna go bad. But he wasn't listening. So that day he had ended up getting locked up that night. So
yeah. All right, so now he get locked up. Where we go from here? Y'all
so when he locked up, he calling me. He was calling me every day. We were talking briefly.
So y'all must get back on good terms or something. This relationship
we was on all right terms. And then like around the December 23rd, I ended up finding out I was pregnant. Like 22nd, 23rd, and I ended up telling him.
So now you pregnant a second time with this man, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Second time. Now I'm assuming the wife knows about this, right?
No, this time, I learned from my first mistake. I'm the type, like, if I do something, I ain't gonna do it again. So
what I'm saying at this point, y'all already in a relationship. She should know.
No, I ain't tell her because remember we had that big ass fight.
Not make like that should add up, right?
No, we had that big ass fight. Remember that from us going out when I talked.
Oh, that's right. You told on her. You snitched on her. That's right. You snitched on her, so she wasn't rocking with you no more. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now,
so
don't say all that. I told the truth. What happened?
I mean, you did snitch on her.
I didn't snitch on her. I was snitching on what I did. I said I didn't get no number. But yeah, if you want to say that, yeah. Yeah, I started some shit, but honestly, because I thought she had told him something. Because I know that's what she normally do. So I just thought she just told him something.
Now
shit.
You keep this pregnancy to yourself. This pregnancy is second pregnancy.
No, I told
is
him.
Between you and him.
Yeah, I told him that. But when he found out, when he had found out, he ended up getting mad. And then he got mad and he hung up in my face while he in jail.
Is that a surprise? I'm trying to see what a surprise. He got mad at the person. So what is the surprise?
I thought it would have been different because I'm in an actual relationship with him. So yeah, no.
Okay. So now
stuff.
he find out pregnant, he get mad, he hang up on you, y'all move forward. Now I want to go back to this.
No, we didn't move forward. I just after that we just stopped talking.
Okay, y'all stop talking. Now I want to get to this. You said on the app that this Facebook group thing, Sis Atlanta, is that
Mm-hmm.
your man? And they were saying posting people to have STDs and all these types of things.
Mm-hmm.
They posted on there that he had an STD.
Allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, but he didn't. I get, like I said, I get tested. So what they were claiming he had, I don't know if he had it, but they were claiming the girl said something about like HSV2, but I didn't have
So that's
that. So
herpes. So they saying he got genital herpes.
yeah,
So if he got genital herpes, from the
that means
understanding of,
everybody
I know
who
it says
messed
on
with
a
him.
breakout. So did he give you herpes?
No, never.
Okay, so
And
you
you know
don't
what's
have.
crazy? When I find out that, I end up getting tested.
So you don't have. Your light went out.
Hold on. Yeah, because I'm going upstairs. I'm inside the house. Whew. Hold on.
All right, there it is.
Okay.
So you know for sure that you don't have herpes.
Yeah, I got my paperwork. Yeah,
But
I can.
the
I can
sis.
show my documents.
Now
Yeah.
you don't have to show you don't have to show your paperwork online.
Yeah.
But on the cis ATL thing, they said that he did have herpes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, they say he had it.
Yes. Mhm.
All right. So did you find this out about cis ATL during the time that y'all was dating, or did you find out about this after y'all had completely stopped talking to each other?
After we stopped talking to each other. But
That's
give me
when.
a second. I have to use the ladies' room. You know how pregnancy be.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Y'all, this is that is why I do not be messing with folks here. I do not be messing with nobody here. This is wild, man. They bouncing from this to this to this to this. That's why so many diseases bouncing around out here in the ATL. That's exactly why so many diseases bouncing around out here. Mm-mm. Y'all better start being more safe out here, man, and be more cautious. You don't want to jump in the wrong ocean or jump on the wrong pole and you get frostbit. You don't want no frostbites.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
What I miss?
I'm just talking to the people, tell them they need to wrap it up out here in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's it. So this is that your man, and y'all
Mhm.
going to y'all thing. Now, in the messages you sent me, you said that this man shot at you.
Oh yeah.
And you and this man got to tussling before?
Yeah, he shot at me. He let me tell you, our relationship was toxic. Like, oh my gosh, very toxic. It was abusive. Um, it was a lot of pain, a lot of tears in it, and we both cried. And yeah, the physical part, that's the only thing I regret. And yeah, he did, and he spit in my face. So.
Oh, whoa. I don't know which one
Mhm.
worse is the spit or the shooting, because spitting is at a person is that's a level of disrespect that's like, woo. Okay,
Mhm.
let's start. When did this man shoot at you? And why did
Uh, it was like when he went through my phone, like he just popped up at my house. So me and him was getting an argument, and she knew he was coming to my house. Instead of being like, "Hey, girl, he on his way," blah blah, blah, she didn't tell me shit. She just kept it cool, kept it like cordial, and not tell me nothing. So when he popped up, first thing he was like, "Give me your phone," and
I mean, can you blame her now? I wouldn't tell you nothing either if you snitched on me.
no, that was before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why I felt like I told you I was surviving the relationship, and nah, she don't be looking
Hold
out for
on. So
me.
you telling me he shot at you before you even found out you were pregnant?
Yeah.
And you okay, ain't gonna keep going, so keep going. Okay.
No, that happened like 2025.
I get it. I get it. So okay, keep going. He pulled up at your house.
Yeah, so he went through my phone. So him going through my phone, like we got into it. So I was just like, I had put a post on Instagram. You know, Instagram, as soon as you post something and a nigga feel like you single, they gonna start in my DM. So this guy was like, "Can you take me out and stuff?" And he seen that and he was just so mad. Like he was mad about me talking to other guys. And it happened so fast. Like he had his gun in his hand and he like tried to like mush me and it just went off. Literally, it was like this close to my head. And I don't know where it went, but once I moved out, my house, my old apartment, it was like in the corner right here in the bottom. So I guess when he shot, it went down. And every time we used to get into it, he used to be like, "I wish I would have shot your ass for real." Blah blah blah. Say hurtful shit like that. So it was just like, damn, this nigga could have took my life with my child in there. And then when he shot at me, we ended up leaving the apartment, and he was like, going off on me, and he was like, he was gonna drive me somewhere and leave me stranded, and he made me give him money, send him money to okay everything. That's the only way I'm gonna get out his car if I give him money. Ain't that crazy? So he basically robbed me. And he had me at gunpoint. Like looking back, it ain't funny, but like I said, he traumatized me in a lot of different ways. Like,
Okay, so I gotta make sure I understand what you're saying here. And you already had one pregnancy that
yeah.
happened in 2024, and then you had the abortion in November of 2024.
Mhm.
Then y'all stopped talking for a while. Then y'all started talking back again in January of 2025.
Yeah.
All right. And then through that whole year, all the way into before December,
December.
sometime before December, this man ends up having a gun in his hand and mushing you in your face with this gun in his hand.
No,
To
that happened like around September.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
this happened before December, before you found out you were pregnant.
hmm
So in September, he mushed you in September of 2025. He mushed you in the face with this gun in his hand. The
hmm
gun goes off
hmm
when he mushed you.
hmm
And then after he goddamn mushed you and the gun goes off, he's steadily going off on you. He makes you
Yeah.
get in the car and
hmm
y'all go wherever y'all going.
hmm
And then he tells you that you got to send him some money
It's the only way I'm
in,
gonna get out his car.
in order for you to get out of the car. And so you
hmm
send him some money.
hmm
And how much money? I'm curious now. I just want to know.
I done sent him like 150.
So you had to pay $150 ransom
Yes,
to get
to
your
get
you had to
out.
pay it
Ain't
ain't
that
but you
crazy?
had to
I
pay
got robbed
$150 ransom.
at gunpoint too. He had the gun pointing at me in the car, and I feel like stuff like that. Looking back, like you can't play with stuff like that. And I was scared for my life. Every time he had his gun, I was scared. Like I was scared he was gonna hurt me with it. I don't know. It was just a lot. Yeah.
Okay, so you got this $150 ransom you had to pay, and on top of that, after he done shot his mush you, he's also pointing the gun at you while y'all are in the vehicle.
Yep,
And you
inside
still
of it.
decide to stay with him?
I told you I was into that toxic. I was toxic too, so it's just like I was into it. I was too deep.
But you gotta.
I would no matter of fact, honestly, I was like brainwashed. I would say I was brainwashed by this man. So only
But
a
you said
person who
your
living in
child was
it.
in the house when the gun went off.
I know, but we both was scared because he a whole felon. He could have went to jail, like jail. Like
So
if
he
my
already
neighbors
let
would have
you
called the
know
police,
you having a gun.
bingo.
Lord.
Yeah.
Lord. So okay. So mush you in the face and so forth. No, all right, got you. So and you are having an adrenaline rush with this. This is exciting toxicity for you. This is something this is a turn on.
That like I said, I'm gonna just say this. I've never been with a type of man like him. So for me, he was something different, something new. So yeah, I'm not used to no domestic relationship. I'm not used to a man who wants control of me like that in the relationship. Like my ex, he let me do whatever because he knew I was his. He ain't got to worry about me, you know, doing anything outside of him. And with him,
And so
he was
after your
just like,
ex that treated you, after your ex that from what you told me treated you pretty decent, you decided to say, I'm gonna take a walk on the wild side.
yeah, like the bad boy. He was like the bad boy type. I
Oh,
always
oh.
go for the good, clean, respectable men.
If
And
my
he
daughters
portrayed
ever
that.
watch this time, if my
Let me
let,
tell
let
you,
me let me
he
say this.
portrays that, but that's
But
not who he is.
let me say this one thing. If to my daughters,
Mm-hmm.
if y'all ever watch this, go for the good guy. You
Mm-hmm.
don't need no thug. You don't need no gangster. You don't need no bad. I want y'all to go for the good guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is too many women in the graveyard because they wanted to get caught up in that toxicity.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to make sure I say that because that is crazy.
Your audio have a static noise.
Oh, it is, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Is it still static now?
It is, but it's doable. Maybe it's your internet.
Yeah, that might be cracking it up.
But yeah, so he was my first bad boy.
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
now,
I honestly, knowing what I know now, I don't want to ever put myself in no position to be with someone that's like that. Like it's too much, and mm-mm. I told him like even when I hung out with them, I said in this relationship, I know all he give me is trauma, and I have so much trauma. Like coming out of it, like trauma, it's too much trauma, and for me. Right now, I don't see myself being with nobody for the next 5 years. I need to be in the headspace because I just been through a lot, and it's just like I need to give that to myself. You know?
so I agree with you. You definitely need to take some me time.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm okay with that. I'm fine being alone. I'm alone all the time, so it's not no big thing. It's just missing the comfort of having him. But I had to literally recently let him go. Like let him go. Cause he did some foul shit.
He did. What
Well,
what
he
foul
did
shit
plenty
did
of
he do?
foul shit. But
What foul shit did this man have done besides making you pay
blame
your ransom, making you holding
choking
you
me.
hostage in the vehicle, shooting you
Mhm.
damn near shooting you. What other wild stuff could this fine gentleman do?
Not fine. No,
Now I
he's
don't
not.
mean like in look. Well, I'm talking about
No,
this
but no, this
this
toxic.
great amazing gentleman.
Um, like I said, he's not a bad person. I just feel like when you actually date him, it's a different story. It's like a whole bunch of stuff that comes with it, and I feel like if you don't know, you get lost in it, and it's just like everything I did was a problem, literally. And I feel like you know how they said a man could love two women at the same time. Honestly, a man can't love two women at the same time because he gonna have stronger love for the other one. It's different loves. So I'm gonna meet one part of his need that he like, and she's gonna meet something else that offers something else that I can't give him, and it's just trying to balance it is just too much. And with me, like I said, I'm very clingy to my man. I want to be underneath him. I want to live in his skin. I want to be around him. I need to be that. But with me and her, she's like more tough and think like a nigga. With me, I'm a female. I'm more softer. I like to be softer around my man and let my guard down. No, I couldn't. This man had me crying all the fucking time. When I mean crying, I could cry a whole damn ocean. With the amount of tears I've cried from the time I knew him, leading to the time, I was just like, this is too much. I need to walk away. So, yes, I cried so much. I wanted the relationship to work out so bad. But in the end, he was deceiving me anyways. He just was telling me shit, making me
So
believe him.
you said that he did some foul stuff that made you not mess with him. What did
Mhm.
this man do?
Okay, so you know how that whole post with before okay, so when he got out of jail, I knew he got out of jail because of course I could get on the website, where you do the visitation, add money to his books. It had put release. So I knew he was out, but he never hit me up at all. So I was just like, oh, okay, so I see what he on. He left me in 2025. So I left, I didn't reach out, none of that. So, my homegirl, well, my not my homegirl, my best friend, she seen him on the T Page app. Somebody post about him meeting him at City View. Ain't that crazy?
Oh, this how we got to the T Page app on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So somebody post him on there, and instead of trying to figure out what bitch you met at there that post some shit like that, but he said somebody was lying on him that they probably seen him in there and post that. But somebody wrote the person wrote that they was just trying to figure out what type of man he is or something they had wrote. So instead of trying to find out who did it, the first thing he did was blame me. And I'm like, why would I go out my way to make no post about meeting you in some place that that you be going? I was like, you didn't meet me there, so whoever you met there, that's who you need to holler at. And then the girls in Atlanta, boy, they was going in on him. He knew half of Atlanta, like different women who have been with him. They start they start posting a whole bunch of shit. Like literally in one day I learned so much about him.
What did you learn?
Uh a lie. Like he's not who he say he is. He's a master of deception. Like everything he says is a fucking lie. Like looking back at it, he just lies about everything, and he's so good at covering it up and make you believe it that you don't question yourself. It's just like, okay, well, I'm gonna believe what he's saying because it's coming. No, them ladies, they weren't lying nothing about it. One of the girls, she said he's the reason why she had to buy a gun, own a gun, and I could believe that.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Hello. That's why I said I could believe that. And then they were just exposing him, like girls who been with him and stuff like that. So they weren't lying. It was like his coworkers, exes, everyone who done, you know. been with him, know him, of him. They had so much to say about him. So he ended up telling me, "Oh, you gonna pay for it, blah blah blah. Stop indulging in it." And I ended up posting my story on there. I only made one post. One post. I didn't post anonymously. I posted my actual page with my actual name. Like, my relationship with him, basically everything I've been through over the 1 and a half of being with this man. I never said nothing about his kids. I never said nothing about his lizard. So so everybody was posting about him. So he wanted to take legal action. And I guess he made her go take a damn, I forgot the name of it. Season the cease
So
that
he put a restraining order out on you.
no, not really. It was just more like a warning. Like, don't mention her kids, talking about I'm defamation and stuff I'm posting about her. Honestly, ain't nobody said nothing about her on there other than that he lives with her and he driving her car. And somebody said he groomed her grown ass. I believe she is. Like, knowing, looking back, she is groomed. She very much groomed, but she know how to play the game. She know that nigga to the T. Like,
Okay, then you say that she's groomed.
yeah,
Who
absolutely.
was the worst in the relationship? Was he the worst or was she the worst?
They both was. I used to get into her and I told her she just like him. She was like, "No, I'm not. She's just like him. She's a manipulator just like him. She's a narcissist just like him. She just know how to play it and cover it up because she studies psychology. But she know how to tap. She try to tap in your brain. So
To
I
be
don't know.
honest, it sounded like all y'all was on that bullshit juice.
Yeah, but honestly, I think I came with my real feelings. I didn't had no game plan. I was just in the relationship. I wasn't thinking nothing of it because me dealing with them, they were still cheating together. Supposedly, what she say. So I don't know. She'll be like, "Oh, he brought a girl over here, just doing that," and he'd be like, "Oh, she throwing salt in the game."
So she fucking with somebody, he fucking with multiple women, and they
Mhm.
fucking with you. So all y'all just intertwining and mixing juices together.
Except for me, because I was being faithful. I wish I would have.
I
I
mean,
tell him all the
you were
time. I
being
wish I
faithful,
was
but
doing
you
my
still.
thing too. I should have been doing my thing actually because I feel like on honesty, I was the only single person actually in the relationship.
So y'all just intertwining, mixing all these juices, knowing all these diseases that's going around in Atlanta.
Hmm. We sure was. But she goes to the doctor too. But I see the doctor every 6 months, so I be knowing my status. And like I said, he was the only person I was dealing with. So yeah, if
But the
I
thing that makes
anything,
that, I'm gonna tell you what really makes that irrelevant though, is because you might have been only dealing with him, but you knew that he wasn't only dealing with you.
well, that's what he said. No, she told me he was dealing with other people. And when I brought it to him, he was like, "Who you gonna believe, me or her? If I'm telling you, I'm not." So I'm trusting his word, but I ain't trust nobody at
But
this
you
point.
told me that you seen him riding in the car with a girl one day when you talked
I
to him.
wasn't with him. We weren't together at that time, so I can't count that.
And you told me that he was talking to other girls at the job.
That's after me. After me, when we weren't talking. But like I said, he's mysterious and he's very secretive. So I don't know what he was doing outside of me. I can't speak for him. I just know what I was seeing. Like, I couldn't say yay or nay if he was really doing that. I went through his phone before, but he wouldn't let me actually go through it. He want to hold it while I look through it. But with my phone, he has it. He's going through it, going through everything. My Cash App, my messages, my Instagram, my social media. With his phone, he want to hold it in his hand and make me go through it. And it's just like, if I scroll too up, he was like, "Oh, you gonna like?" It was just a whole bunch of shit. But he was hiding. He's good at hiding shit. I know he is.
Okay, so now how did all this just after he got out of jail? Well,
Uh-huh.
we in it's what month we in right now? We in March now.
January.
So
Oh,
we in March. So he got out of jail in January. When
uh,
did y'all just say, you know what, I'm done?
oh, recently, a couple of days ago. Yeah.
So
When I got that paper.
today is March 28, 2026. And y'all just said March 26th, y'all just said I'm done.
No, I said I'm done. I just cussed his ass out because I feel like all this happened because of him. Like she don't have a Facebook. He was like, oh, somebody screenshot it to her to send it to her. But the same person who screenshot it, she was talking shit about him because I know for a fact because my homegirls they don't know his girl was they don't know Lizard name. I never mentioned Lizard name like to them. She's like I always be like Lace girlfriend. Like oh. I always be like Gemini girlfriend. I I said I end up saying his name. My fault. That ain't his name, y'all. But that's what they know him as. So it was just like that's such and such girlfriend. That's such and such girlfriend. So yeah, they don't know her name, none of that. So for him to blame me, it was just like everything we've been through. You know how much money I send this man? Like I did so much. I overplayed my part, honestly. And I'll never do that shit again. But I was really looking out for him. He was more like, oh, I need to be supported. We supposed to support each other. Nah, he just it's just about him, literally about him and whoever's helping him at that moment. And
What was you giving this man money to do?
it was just a whole bunch of stuff. I don't want to get too involved in his business. It's just he had a rough time in life, and you just look out for your people. When you fuck with your people, you look out for them. When they broke, you put a little change in their hands. So I was just helping with gas, paying for his haircut, small stuff, because he was my nigga. So I was just looking out for him.
Okay, so as of today, where is this relationship going? Because y'all done broke up and got back together, broke up and got back together multiple times.
No,
So
this time
this
it's
just a break
done.
up for the moment, and then next month y'all will be back together.
Uh-uh. We're done. I don't think it's no saving in it, and it's just like it's just the same thing. This man, he's not capable of changing. He doesn't want to change, and I feel like at his 40 something years of age, he never gonna change. And the fact that I'm having a daughter is just like I can't do that to her, and I can't do that to myself, and it's just more so protecting, my kids, and I just can't do it no more. You know, I've done it this far with this person, and it's just no.
So
It,
y'all,
it might end up badly, so
well,
I
y'all
just had to
already
let it
got
go.
together for life now that you got this baby coming.
Yeah, but honestly, I doubt that. I told him we just gonna go through the courts because we can't. Me and him can't have like adult conversation, even though he wants to be like we can talk as adult. I'm grown, you grown, but when it comes like to feelings and stuff, he don't like to hear. He doesn't like to hear nothing. Nothing. Like when you talk be vulnerable with him, he don't know how to handle that. He don't know how to express love. He don't know how to feel love. So it's just with him. It's just like you're not supposed to have emotions. You're supposed to be strong and tough, and that's not what I am. And it's just a lot. So no, like honestly, when she get here, we'll just figure it out. But as of today, no, he's blocked off my phone. Like I need this time because I only got such a little time before she get here. So mentally, I need to be preparing myself for labor, and I don't need my mind worrying about him or how he's doing me because my whole pregnancy I'm crying, I'm depressed, and I'm telling him, and he's just making the situation 10 times worse there. And I just needed peace. So of course, how I find peace is letting him go. He's the biggest stress in my life. So I had to think about myself, put me first in the situation. So it was just too much for me. And I was going days without eating. You know how bad that is in a pregnancy? So no, he stressed me out too much.
That is definitely true. Well, I definitely want you to eat because I definitely want you and your baby to be healthy,
Mm-hmm.
and I want y'all to be safe, and don't stress yourself out because pregnancy alone is already stressful.
I
So
know. And then, I got to prepare myself for labor. Anything can happen. So it's
that's
just
true.
like, I need to be in the right headspace
That's
for bringing new life into this world. And I don't know what the future holds for me and him as far as relationship. Mm-mm. That's done. That's done. But
No, that shows there's a window of opportunity for you to say, I don't know what the future holds. That means there is a window of
no, I'm
opportunity.
talking about as far as parenting. No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. I'm done with him. I no. uh-uh. I'm
Okay.
cool.
Time will sit, time will tell.
No, time already told. I'm just through. I feel like when a woman's fed up, she's fed up. You know how hard it was for me to be fed up? I went a couple of days crying. Even my last text message to him, I'm like, this is my last message to you. But he sat there and ignored me and didn't hear me out. He probably had me blocked. But it is what it is. I sent it. If he got it, he got it. If he didn't, he didn't. But I know I'm not going back to that, and I can't keep giving him that part of me. That part of me with him, that's dead. So it's just more what we gonna do when this baby get here. But I can't ask him that because we're not on talking terms. So time will tell when we let the shit die down. But as of now, and I've been going through the whole pregnancy by myself, anyways. Doctor appointments, all that alone. So I mean, really, he's not needed.
All right. So let me ask you this. Out of all this that you done shared with us tonight,
Hmm.
what lesson did this whole situation teach you?
Don't fuck with no nigga like that. If I ever meet another man like him, run, cause they'll talk a good game. They'll tell you everything you want to hear, but it's all game. That nigga, he know how to talk good. That nigga is a smooth ass talker. And if you see him, like in real life, you wouldn't even tell. It's hard to judge that book by its cover because there's a lot of pages in there.
Okay. Let
A
me ask you
lot.
this. Would you ever do another poly relationship?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I don't want to join. I would rather we build the foundation all together. Like all three of us get to know each other instead of, coming into something. Because when you coming into something, that already have structure and that has a glue. So it's just like I don't want to be no play toy. No, I would want mine to be like serious and we all get to know each other and be actually one big ass happy family.
So
But
is that really something that can like let's think logically. Is that something really that can happen where you can have
yeah,
two women and one man and everybody actually have a
healthy relationship.
realistic happy relationship?
Yeah, absolutely. If it's intentional and everyone know how to communicate, and if it's not stuff being done on the outside. I was the person on the outside because I had my own space. I didn't live with them. So of course I don't know what they do. And I know for sure I wouldn't tell our girl, oh, you gotta ask me to come over. No, I would want her to feel comfortable where she don't have to ask me. She can pop up whenever she feel like it. She what's mine is hers and what's hers is mine. So of course, come see me, come spend time with me. My door is always open. That door wasn't open. That door was crack for me where I have to knock before I go in. So
Whoa. Y'all interesting. So you do support doing another polygamy, but this time another poly relationship,
uh-huh.
but this time you want to be the foundation per se.
Yeah, lay the foundation because at the end of the day, I would want if someone coming into my situation, I would handle it better, make them feel comfortable. Because at the same time, it depends on like, do like if we're doing this for long term, like actually trying to build something, they already got their structure of building stuff. So it's just like, I can't do shit. I'm just here for your enjoyment. That's what I always told him. But he'd be like, no, you're not. But that's what I was, a toy, a sex toy to him. That's what I consider myself.
I ain't never seen a sex toy pay to get used. That's a new sex
Man,
toy. I think a lot of men would enjoy a toy that pays them to use it.
man, and then I'll be paying for his time, basically paying for his time.
Like that's a unique toy right there.
Trying to tell you.
Very, very unique. I don't think I have never even had a toy like that in my life. A toy that pays me to use it.
Man. No, I was begging for him to, spend time with me and stuff. I feel like if a man want to spend time with you, he gonna do it. But I don't have to, you know, the saying, if a man would, if he wanted to, he would. With that, nah, he didn't want to. It's
It's
like I had to force him or ask him or beg him. So no.
we gonna get ready and wrap this up, but I just want to say this. You did a whole 180 from your 10-year marriage
Uh-huh.
to this gentleman that you this last year and some change
Yeah.
have been with. Are you searching for something?
Am I searching for something?
Yeah, was you searching for a void to be filled? Was you
No, I was just honestly, like I told you, it was a new experience for me. So I think I was having fun, but in the mix of having fun, I ended up catching feelings. And that's where I went wrong. Like if I didn't have no feelings in it, I feel like, okay, we're done. And went by my way, but no, I actually liked this person and I actually, was falling for this person. Well, I did fall for this person, so yeah.
all right? Well, I want to say I definitely want you and your baby to be healthy. I wish you a healthy pregnancy. When is
Thank
the baby
you.
due?
Oh, I can't say that. I don't want to say, but she's due this year though. She's
Okay.
almost here. She's halfway here.
Okay. Well, I definitely wish y'all to have a happy and safe and healthy pregnancy.
Thank you.
And
But when she get here, I'll let you know. You can
yeah,
post her on your page.
have you
Yeah,
already
the
have you
little
already
poly baby.
you
Yeah,
already
and you know what's crazy? I'm sorry. She ended up having it in the poly relationship. It wasn't outside of her, nothing. It was in the poly. And he told me the way she found out I was pregnant, because remember that post? Um, my best friend, she ended up posting how he left me pregnant and stuff. So somebody screenshot it and sent it to her. That's how she found out I was pregnant. But she never, I don't know if she texted me about it because I've been had her blocked. I had her blocked since 2025.
Oh, so she knows about this pregnancy that you currently have now.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, y'all got a lifetime of some shit to come aboard.
Uh,
Ooh,
yeah.
this is gonna be a lifetime story.
That's what I told you.
This story don't end right here. This is just a
No,
portion of this story.
it's still being written
It
as we
is
speak.
definitely still being written
Yeah,
from.
but you gotta understand, I took myself out of the mix. So
I
what he
mean,
do ain't my business.
in actuality, once you got pregnant, y'all tied together for life.
I know, but that don't mean nothing. I just let me tell you, if I did it with my first child father, and he doesn't do nothing for him, so it's just like I'm going back to it, and I'm in school. I'm getting my RN in nursing, so it's just like, yeah, it's a setback, but I'm not gonna let it set me back because this even more motivation to do better in life. So that's where I'm at. So I'm just right now. My focus is my son, her, my mental, and getting myself through school and not letting this be like my last stop.
Understandable.
Hmm.
Understandable. Well,
And us black women are very strong. I feel like when a man leave us broken, the way we built ourselves up is like it has to be studied. Like people don't understand that. Like to come from nothing to be in nothing and just to build yourself up and boss up and be better, that by itself, that's what's gonna bring me joy
now
in life because I'm
I
doing
gotta
it
be
for
honest.
them now.
I gotta be honest with you. I'm just going to tell you the truth on this.
Hmm.
I hear the thing you say with the black women.
Yeah.
But a lot of women, including yourself,
Mm-hmm.
y'all put yourself in these situations.
Yeah, absolutely.
So y'all
But
don't have no choice but to figure out how to be strong
yeah,
because you put yourself in the situation. But you wouldn't have to be that strong if you avoid the situation and find the right person.
yeah. But finding the right person is so hard. Definitely in Atlanta. Ain't no right person. I feel like it's the population of women is more women than men here. So these men just they be having fun out here. They don't even give a damn because one gonna turn them down, the next one gonna want them. So they don't care. They don't put in work. They don't do none of that. Like, it's hard. It's a excuse me, it's a slim chance of finding a good man out here, but I ain't looking for nothing. So more power to the women that are. But for me, ain't nothing out here for me. So I'm just that part of myself is on pause. I'm just more focused on other stuff right now.
I respect it. Well,
Hmm.
get you some rest, don't stress, and again, we'll stay in contact.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
please, any man that goddamn hold you for hostage and make you pay your own ransom, run.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the first time he showed me what he was, I should have left. But
You
he
think?
was so apologetic and like sincere about it. But it was just the doorway of it happening even more. And it just got worse, worse, worse. Like I got bruises from him. And
So
the
he even was beating on you?
yes, but this man, I got scars from him. But the last thing, to prove my love to him, he was like, I need to get his name tattooed on me.
And I'm gonna take a guess. You said no, right?
No, I did. I would show it, but it's showing his real name. So yeah,
So you got his name tattooed. Where you get his name tattooed at?
on my chest. I told you I was toxic, toxic, toxic
So
thing.
you got his name tattooed. So I'm assuming you also got your 10-year relationship name tattooed too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I understood the 10-year,
But
but
him, I told you. Let me tell you, I live once, so if I'ma live all the way through. So yeah, but I'm gonna get it covered up, both of them. So I'm not getting no man name on me, not no more.
all right, sweet. Well, hey, you get you some rest. I enjoyed the conversation with you.
Yeah.
Definitely
Thank
got
you to the viewers. I don't know what they saying about me. I hope they saying they not going too hard on me. But like I said, I'm learning as I go. I feel like life is about experience. You have to learn from your mistake. You have to live to understand mistakes can be made at any point in time of your life. So, don't never be afraid to do stuff and don't be afraid to, put your story out there. I feel like when you walk in your truth, that's everything. So for me, I live in my truth. I walk in my truth. Like I don't mind telling my testimony and stuff I've been through because 9 out of 10, somebody going through something 10 times worse than me.
that's
So
true.
it's just like, yeah, I don't mind sharing my story. So, meeting you, I felt like it was like God sent because I'm holding on to this pain and it's just like I don't know what way I can take it. Like I can't post it on social media. I don't have that big platform. So if I can do it in another way and get it out there and then boom, I met you.
Hey, well,
So it was just
I like to
like
make sure I give the
it was a line.
people a platform to be able to
Mhm.
talk on, but I just like to educate people the most, because the biggest
Uh-huh.
thing about this situation is, you don't you about to have a daughter.
Yeah,
So think about it
absolutely.
this way.
Hmm.
So what if your daughter came home and told you she got into a fight with a dude and he almost shot her?
I'll tell her leave him
Exactly.
and don't
So
talk to him no more.
why can we as people tell our
Self.
friends and everybody else, hey, that's a negative situation, but you won't tell yourself that's a negative situation, and you right
Yeah.
there in it.
Yeah, because I just felt honestly, it was just like my feelings was so strong. So it was in my mind, I was making excuses for him, like, oh, he didn't mean that. He didn't mean to do that. But yeah, nah, he did that. He meant to do that. So it was just like I was sugarcoating stuff, that I was overlooking stuff and not really taking it serious when I should have. So yeah, like I said, life is a life lesson. So it's either you gonna get it, learn from it, and don't make the same mistake, or you just gonna fall into the same pattern. So for me, I was going through the same pattern, that on and off, on and off, on and off, until I finally said, you know what, fuck it, I'm done, and I just chose to walk away. So I'm at peace now. So I'm taking it day by day. So yeah, some days I cry, some days I'm like, ah, but I have to be strong for myself, her, and most definitely for her mainly, because the type of man he is, the type of father he is. So yeah, and this is his first daughter. He got 4 boys.
Ooh wee! This is gonna be
Mhm.
an interesting story. So definitely keep me updated on what y'all got going on. And
It ain't gonna be nothing. I don't think it's gonna change. The only thing I do hope, one thing about me, I never keep a man from their kid, but I'm not gonna chase no man to do the right thing either. I feel like if you're old enough, if you're 40 and up, it's like you should know better. Like I don't need to explain that to you. And that's where I'm at with it. If he open to being there, he can. I'm not stopping him from doing nothing for her, none of that. But he gonna choose what he gonna choose regardless. So I can only watch from the sidelines.
hey, I respect it. I
Yeah,
respect it.
for sure.
Give me 1 second. We gonna wrap this up, Miss Mo, and I'm gonna put you over in the backstage, and I'll be right back with you.
Okay.
Man, yo, 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 yo. We are wrapping up this conversation with Miss Mo, and I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of the Mailman Show. Let's talk about it, baby. That was a wild story, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and follow. We up out of here. Love y'all. Woo woo.